Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel where personal development is of the essence and it is the foundation of everything we're trying to build. Yeah, personal foundation, very important. Now, welcome to all the subscribers, welcome to the new people on the platform, welcome to the new viewers. Hope you enjoy and take something from the platform. So today we're talking about the battlefield, which is your mind, people always ask me why I'm always talking about the mind. It's because the mind is where everything happens, it's where everything takes place. But before I even get into the topic, don't forget to subscribe. Yes, very important to do subscribe, do like the video, do comment, and yeah, share your thoughts after the video. That will be highly appreciated. So yeah, the mind, which is the battleground. The mind is the battleground, good people. And as I said, I keep stressing the mind because the mind is where everything happens. If you lose in the mind, you have lost everywhere. I mean, when I was studying at UFS, the University of the Free State, I was studying physiology then. There were two main body parts that we tackled. We tackled the mind and we tackled the heart. Well, we tackled all the other body parts, but these are the two that stood out for me personally, because I was in love with the heart and the mind. So I chose the mind eventually because I saw the power of the brain, and what the brain can do if you use it or if you don't use it, and if you know how to use it. And funny enough, there's something called a system in your mind. It's called the limbic system. It's the system that controls your emotions. And if you have power over that system, if you understand how this system works, you can use it to your advantage, but it takes a lot of practice, a lot of skill, and a lot of understanding, and it takes your own personal willpower, to be able to do that. So what happens in the limbic system is that the mind is controlled by how you feel, and everything that you see outside is transformed in the limbic system to actions, before you fight with someone, you first see with your eyes, and in the limbic system, you get angry, it's transformed into anger, it's transformed into where it's transported to you fighting, as a response to what's going on outside. So you need to train yourself to take the sense, the stimuli, you see something that you don't like or something that you are not happy with. And you need to transform yourself to change the pathway of what happens when that particular stimuli gets to the limbic system. Because even if it makes you angry, you need to calm it down. You need to tell it that you are not going to transform into anger. I'm going to turn you into motivation. I'm going to turn you into positivity in the limbic system, which is in your mind. And if you can transform that into positivity, you've already won half of the battle. Because how you're going to respond is something else now. Things have changed for you. How many times have you waken up in the morning, the alarm goes off, and as the alarm goes off, you switch your alarm off, you snooze it, that's that thing, the stimuli comes in, the alarm goes off, and in the mind tells you, what, you're tired, you need to sleep more, your mind tells you, you need to sleep more, although you know the important things that you need to do, you need to rise up, you need to get things done, because that is how life will transform. And the mind, literally, if you lose the battle in your mind, that the battle can be as little and as fast as 5 seconds, but you can lose it, you can literally lose it, and when you lose it, everything else changes, you go from the alarm going off to snoozing it. I'm one person now that I've gotten rid of snoozing, I don't want to snooze anymore. When the alarm goes off, I have to get up, there's no alarm that's going to come again and save me. There's no 5 minutes later, there's no 10 minutes later, when it goes off, and I need to rise, and that's the kind of attitude you wanna portray. Those are the kind of battles that you want to win, those small battles. And I'd have to get to a point where I actually just wake up before the alarm goes off, That is where I hope to get. But the other thing that I want to stress out about the mind that makes it so important is that the devil attacks you in your mind. That is where he attacks you. He doesn't attack your partner, he doesn't attack your finances, he attacks your mind, your ability to transform, your ability to change things, your ability to think, your thought process. He attacks you there. Because if he has you in the mind, if he has you in your mind, you cannot do anything about it. He's already won half the battle. You won't have the energy. because you have to transform. You must understand that your mind transforms what you feel into action. It transforms what you believe into action. So your mind is powerful, good people. Your mind is so powerful that you need to understand how it works. You need to do your research. I'm still doing my research and the sphere of the mind, because I realized how powerful the mind is. The mind can inspire you. The mind can take you from here to wherever you want to go if you know how to use it, if you know the power it possesses. If you know the different lobes that are within the mind, from memory, even the limbic system helps with memory. There are so many things, capturing pictures in the occipital lobe. There are so many things that go into the mind, but because we never take time to study it and understand how it works, our lives fall. Our lives fall into the hands of the devil. We fall prey to the hands of the devil, because in the Bible they tell us that the mind is the battlefield. If you can win in the mind, you have won every way. That's the start. You won half the battle. And from there, you will just take action and action and action, and your life will transform. Remember, in Proverbs, they say that as a man thinks, so he becomes. So he is, and so he becomes. So it is very important also, in as much as you're transforming the pathway of how you're thinking, you also feed yourself the right things, so that when you feed yourself the right things, it's much more easier to transform the pathways of your mind. It's much more easier for you to change your life. It's much more easier for you to take action, because you understand that when my mind needs this particular information, it will have it in store. I would have stored it in my memory, and I'll be able to use it. I'll be able to know how to react to certain situations. I'll be able to know how to react when I'm faced with financial difficulties. I'll be able to know how to react when I'm faced with a fight with someone. You have all these things in place, but if you don't read, if you don't acquire knowledge, the wisdom and understanding, when the time comes that you are in a battleground, your mind will be lost. You will not have the resources to fight the battle. And that is how the devil takes over, and that is how we end up doing things that we regret later. And it's very important. I'm going to stress that the mind is so powerful, but it's all up to us as to how we see it and what are the lengths that we are willing to go to transform our knowledge and understanding of the mind. Because the brain is powerful. Powerful, eh? Powerful. Always remember, I say powerful. That's the mind too. So I'd like to know, how are you going to transform your life? What do you want to know that you're going to teach yourself? What do you want to know that you're going to research about? And always remember that, it all goes back to you taking action. Action is very important. If you don't act out, nothing matters. Nothing matters.